In order to give each other the fastest relief, he unfastened his wife and his seatbelt, holding the steering wheel tightly with both hands. There was affection and helplessness in his eyes. Then he stepped on the accelerator to the bottom and slowly closed his eyes. This is not an earth-shattering plot, but the movie that can deceive everyone's tears is called Dream. After reading it, I understand that the top romance in life is never a vigorous oath. It is the companionship of holding the hand of the son and growing old with the child. It has never been just a movie. It is also the truest portrayal of love and farewell that each of us will eventually face. In the movie I want to talk to you about today, there's a 75-year-old man. The temper is as stubborn as a block, a stone, and he doesn't know how to be gentle at all. He is Lao Zhao, who has been circling around taxis for most of his life. Life in old age is even simpler. Every day before dawn, he goes out to drive a taxi that has been with him for many years. Thick old slips grinded from the steering wheel back and forth in the streets and alleys of the city, clearly hiding his hard work and injustice in 40 years of renting to support his family. But this stubborn old man who has suffered all the hardships of life, he has a bunch of unbearable strange tempers. In this home, Lao Zhao's rules have never dared to be broken easily. Every day after work, I come home to the table. Hot meals must be served. Even the shirt worn on his body had to be transported plainly. There is no wrinkle at all. But if there is one thing that is not in place, his wife who has been with him for many years. Maisie will always be split by him. He fell several times at once.
What is going on with you? Every day on this floor.
Maisie is 71 years old this year. It has long been from the smart girl back then. Firewood, rice, oil, and salt were ground into ordinary old ladies. After so many years, she has long been accustomed to Lao Zhao's stinky temper. Don't endure her accusations and pickiness. It is this forbearant and gentle woman. It became this whole day full of quarrels. There is not much warmth at home, the only year and agent that can maintain family harmony. If not, her family would have been scattered long ago. But recently, Maisie obviously felt that her body was not as good as before. Always have inexplicable headaches, and there are often bursts of blackness in front of my eyes. The whole person was groggy, even the little granddaughter he loved the most. When he takes it out to play, he will suddenly lose his mind, leaving the child aside without realizing it. I didn't even realize it. At first he thought he was old, tired. I didn't take it to heart, but this happens more and more often. It even began to affect normal life. He gradually panicked. No way. I can only hide from my family and go to the hospital alone for a checkup. Who would have thought that the hospital's examination results would directly give Maisie a blow? Made her fall into despair in an instant.
Symptoms that you can feel will happen more often in the future.
It turned out that she was suffering from Alzheimer's disease. The doctor also gave her a suggestion not to be bored all the time. I went out to walk around at home, playing little mahjong with my old sisters. Relaxing may slightly alleviate the speed of progression of the disease. For the first time, he had the idea of going out for a walk and looking at the scenery outside. He was both looking forward to it and apprehensive, and carefully found his son and asked his son in person, "Can you take him out for a trip?" But as soon as he said that, he was busy with his son at work. The reason for not having time was perfunctory, without the slightest hesitation. He didn't take into account the loss in his mother's heart at all, after being rejected by his son. Maisie's heart was full of grievances and thought about it, but she still dialed his wife Lao Zhao's phone. He thought that if he stayed with his wife for a lifetime, he might get a little response. But when Lao Zhao heard his wife's sudden request, he only felt inexplicable, full of irritability. I didn't have the patience to listen to him say more. It was still after a harsh scolding. Hung up the phone directly, leaving Maisie. A person holding the phone felt cold. Over the years, everyone in the family has become accustomed to Maisie's efforts. What I care about is always whether she takes good care of her family. Have you ever made a fragrant meal? Have you taken care of your husband and children? Proper, but no one has ever calmed down to ask. This old woman who has worked hard all her life, what do you want in your heart? Her wish. No one ever cared about her grievances. Late that night, Lao Zhao dragged his tired body home. As soon as I entered the door, I smelled the thick gas and a pungent smell of dry burning. His heart tightened and he quickly rushed into the kitchen and turned it off. The gas fire came up all of a sudden. Turning his head, he wanted to lose his temper with Maisie.
I boil and boil.
The real book is their eldest daughter. But this daughter died when she was very young. It became a lifelong pain for the couple, hearing Maisie chanting her daughter's name. Looking at her abnormal appearance, Lao Zhao suddenly chuckled in his heart, and he faintly felt that something was wrong. He guessed that his wife must have a big physical problem. It is definitely not just a bad mood. His conjecture was quickly verified. At night, after Maisie fell asleep, Liao Zhao rummaged through his wife's bag with his own hands and feet. I want to find clues. As a result, a hospital checklist was turned out. When he saw the above diagnosis clearly, the whole person instantly lost his mind. Early the next morning, Liao Zhao couldn't get out of the car. Rush to the hospital as soon as possible. Find a doctor who treats Maisie. Carefully inquire about the condition. The doctor told him with a solemn face, Maisie has severe vascular dementia. With the current conventional medical methods, there is no way to completely cure it, and the condition will only get worse and worse if you don't pay attention. It is also easy to cause accidents and endanger life-threatening safety. Recalling his wife's recent abnormal behavior, forgetting things, eating gods, losing the granddaughter's eyes, scenes flashed in her mind. It was only at this moment that he suddenly woke up to his life. Never really cared about his wife, never paid attention to her body. I didn't care about her emotions. I only know how to ask for it blindly. Her dedication. Lose your temper with her. Liao Zhao returned home in despair and just walked to the door of the house. Just happened to see his wife walking out alone. His eyes were dull. The footsteps were empty, just walking aimlessly. But Maisie didn't react at all, as if she didn't hear it. Liao Zhao's heart instantly sank to the bottom. He knew his wife very well. This is sick again. When you are sick, the dusty and broken ones in Maisie's mind, memories will come out randomly and uncontrollably. He walked to the bank of the river and stood there, kept chanting the name of his daughter's real book. The voice was full of grief and longing. But this daughter has left them. The couple has been around for decades and has long since passed away.
Well, the bear knows it too. The real bear also knows. The real bear also knows.
The real bear also knows. Very good people tonight. Do you understand me? Well, very good.
At this moment, Maisie had long been gone in his mind even. This wife who has been with him for decades in the same bed, he didn't remember it at all after bringing the plum home. For the first time, Liao Zhao took the initiative to help his wife take off the socks on her feet. When I saw a punch on the sock, one patch after another was washed white and thin, and his heart instantly tightened. He was distressed and speechless. And then he reacted. Over the years, Maisie has taken care of everyone in the family meticulously. The next day, Liao Zhao went out to the hospital early, bought Maisie a medicine for treatment. Before going out, he changed his stinky temper in the past. Thousands of reminders to let Maisie take medicine on time. Don't forget. But Maisie has been frugality all her life. I feel distressed and see a doctor, and it costs a lot of money to take medicine. He also told Liao Zhao that people are old, always get sick. There is no need to spend this unjust money, no need to waste money on him. In fact, Liao Zhao was obviously distressed and anxious in his heart. His wife has been stubborn all his life. The temper has long been engraved in the bones, even if the heart is full of concern. I can't say soft words, but I still can't help but take a little. Temper speaks. Maisie has been with her all her life. Too understanding. Her duplicitous mind is also very obedient. Take medicine on time according to the doctor's instructions. Rest well. The peaceful days did not last long. On this day, Liao Zhao suddenly received a call from his children. The tone was very anxious. Let him go home quickly. Liao Zhao panicked and hurried home. As soon as I entered the door, I saw my wife soaking wet. Just came back from outside by his family, looking embarrassed and pitiful. Seeing this scene, Liao Zhao was anxious and angry and couldn't hold back and got angry.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
Unexpectedly, Maisie seemed to be completely crazy at this time, rushed out of the door and faced Liao Zhao's taxi that had been driving for decades. Smashed like crazy, as if he had scattered all his grievances on the car. Liao Zhao hurriedly stepped forward to stop it, but Maisie didn't listen at all. He picked up the hoe next to him again. He hit Liao Zhao hard. His eyes were full of resentment, as if he had a deep hatred for Liao Zhao. Looking at the delirious person in front of him, a wife who has completely changed her appearance, Liao Zhao was angry and painful. My heart is full of helplessness.
Zhuerzi, you go and find it. Find! Find!
In fact, there is no reason why Maisie will become so crazy. Behind this lies the pain that the couple will never let go of for the rest of their lives.